All right, welcome back to Yahoo Finance. I'm Brian Sozzi, executive editor here at Yahoo Finance. Really fascinating day here at the NASDAQ, catching up with Ethan Brown, the founder and CEO of Beyond Meat. You're giving a little update on the company and where things stand. Good to see you, Ethan.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
I had a little bit of a flashback moment. I mean, this is the IPO day mecca for you and the company, but I mean, it's a different company, a different time. I just had a chance to taste some of your new products in a back room over there. I mean, what is the state of Beyond Meat here at this point?
So I think we feel really good about where we are. We've been now public for over 5 years, and there was a tremendous growth in the category, then a contraction, and Beyond Meat continues to lead, and we think we're going to lead the next phase of growth for the category and for Beyond Meat.
Why is the category still under so much pressure?
Well, I think what you see is there was an enormous disruption in the sense of this is going to be something that displaces animal protein. There was a very big pushback from the animal protein market. That takes time to get through. And I think we're now beginning to near the end of that, and people are starting to see again, hey, these are really good products for my health. They're very important for the environment, and most importantly, they taste great.
Last time I talked to you was at your headquarters for our Lead This Way series, and you were telling me about campaigns against the company, campaigns against plant-based food from, I guess, the incumbent meat industry. Where do those stand now? Have those leveled off at all?
Well, Sam, we had the opportunity to do one of two things. We could have been stubborn and say, you know what, we're just going to keep saying the same thing, or we could say, you know what, we're going to use this adversity to make our products even better. And so we did a tremendous amount of research around how do we take what's already healthy and make it even healthier. And so we launched Beyond 4. Beyond 4 has an incredible ingredient list. It's got avocado oil, so it's considered a heart-healthy oil. It has the endorsement of the American Heart Association from a recipe perspective, has the American Diabetes endorsement, Clean Label Project. So we got all of these tremendous parts of the medical and nutrition community to stand behind Beyond Meat and say, you know what, this stuff is not only really good for you, but we see the consumer saying, you know what, this version tastes even better.
What has been the consumer response? You've actually pulled back on promotions. What has been that consumer response as you've taken some price increases?
You know, we've seen it, I think, be to our benefit. We've got some really good restoration of margin, and that's something that's been important for us. So we went from, I think, a period where we saw significant depression in margin to one now where we're seeing quarter over quarter it's getting stronger and stronger. And so the consumer's sticking with us, and that's really nice to see.
I remember when the IPO happened, there was this talk of coming out with fish and all these other not strange product, but all plant-based. I mean, where do you want to be? Where is this company in a couple of years from now? Is it a portfolio of different products, or you're just squarely focused on beef?
Yeah, so I think my vision for the company remains absolutely the same, and that is to be a global protein company that rivals someday in size JBS or Tyson or these large animal protein. And I think the difference between us and some of the companies you saw around the same time we went public is the social, the health, the environmental factors that propelled Beyond Meat to where it was when we went public are only getting stronger by the day. And so my view is that our best days are ahead of us. We're able to capitalize not only here in the US on some of the benefits we're getting from the health community and nutrition community, the endorsements we're getting from them, but also in Europe where climate is a much bigger issue. So we have a big operation in Europe. We're selling to McDonald's there. We've got both nuggets in McDonald's in Germany as well as our burger. So tremendous opportunity not only here in the US but also in Europe.
Has the fast food opportunity in the US changed for Beyond Meat?
I think in Europe we're seeing much greater traction with fast food. But I do think that our day is not done here in the U.S. With fast food as consumers begin to really understand the health benefits of eating Beyond Meat as a plant-based meat. One of the things that did happen after we went public is a lot of companies came into the category, and they were less choiceful about the ingredients, less choiceful about the health benefits of their products. So as those companies go away and Beyond Meat continues to lead, we're bringing, I think, consumers.
Are they going to go away? I mean, I keep telling you this all the time. I mean, I go into Whole Foods. I mean, there's 10, 15 brands I never heard of. They're at the bottom of the freezer section. I mean, they may or may not be meat. I have no clue. But I mean, they're right there next to you. Like, when do they disappear?
So I think what happened is a lot of companies raised money on our valuation 2 or 3 years ago. They're starting to run out of money today. So I think you will see a consolidation which is good. I think you'll see a consolidation in the category, and you'll see Beyond Meat continue to lead.
Lastly, before I let you go, and maybe this is a two-part one, when is the company cash flow positive?
Right.
And then two, I mean, there's a lot of focus on how much debt you have, and when it comes due, I think it's 2027. What's the resolution? What's the end game for that?
Sure. So I can't give specific comments, but what I can say is that we continue to focus on the most important thing, which is the business fundamentals. And whether it's the restoration of margin, whether it's continuing to bring cash use down, continuing to bring operating expense down, those are the things that are going to propel the business in the future. The debt, as you know, there's restrictions that I have that I can't talk about it, but it's not something that keeps me up. Like what I'm focused on is continuing to grow the fundamentals of the business. I've become a lean convert. I'm very interested in lean management and lean principles, and that's helping us to strip cost out of our structure. The promise that we made when we went into the markets is the promise we're going to fulfill, which is there'll be a day when you can have Beyond Meat at a price that is under that of animal protein. Today, the task we have is to make sure consumers understand how healthy this is, how great it tastes. But over time, you'll see us also be able to address pricing globally. I'm talking in a longer period of time, where we're not only making a health value proposition to the consumer, we're making a taste value proposition, but we're also able to outcompete animal protein based on the long-term fundamental economics of our business.
Good to see you. I can't believe it's been 5 years since the IPO. You still look like the same guy in all the Associated Press photos. It's good to see you. Ethan Brown, good to see you.